Fireside Audio presents Save Her. Written by Chris Patchell, performed by Cassandra Medcalf. Chapter 1. When her husband Caleb suggested spending New Year's Eve out, Lacey envisioned a candlelit dinner on the coast, a comfy bed in a room overlooking the ocean, just the two of them. The kind of getaway that would help them reconnect as a couple. Instead, it wasn't just the bad 90s rock songs blaring over the speakers that made her feel as if she'd been sucked through a hole in the time-space continuum, only to crash land back at a high school party. Speaking of crash landings, Lacey barely had time to register a shouted, "Heads up!" before a Nerf football smashed into her glass of Pinot Noir. The wine exploded from her glass and rained down crimson droplets all over her favorite white shirt. Great. Just great. Not only was she wearing the wine, but it had soaked through her shirt, probably ruining the one comfortable bra she owned. The maroon-colored stain left her looking like a cast member of The Walking Dead. "Sorry," the guy yelled, darting past her to snag the football off the ground before launching it back into play. There was barely enough room in the packed cabin to breathe, let alone play football, but that didn't stop anyone. Lacey grimaced and used the sleeve of her shirt to wipe the Pinot Noir from her face. She definitely hadn't signed up for this. Several months ago, Caleb had moved home from the army base at Fort Hood, where he'd been stationed for the better part of 3 years, and they were still settling into a new routine. The kids loved having him home. Every morning, they woke up excited to see him, and together they laid waste to the kitchen making blueberry pancakes. On the days when Lacey was off duty from her job as part of the Sweet Home police force, she woke to the sound of their laughter. It was a gift. The problem was that she and Caleb had yet to fall into a rhythm. Small bits of everyday life, from the tiny hairs he left in the bathroom sink after he shaved, to the fact that he insisted on putting the empty milk container back into the refrigerator, grated on her nerves. The pressure of living together again, and the specter of the promotion he'd given up so he could move back home with her and the kids, created a tension in their relationship. She should be figuring out how to bridge the gap between them, not picking nits, which was one of the reasons why she'd been looking forward to tonight. But instead of sipping wine, she was wearing it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?